We're gonna start.
We've started. Let's go. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live session. You guys know what it is. We're live here every single day doing live trades, showing you guys exactly how we make thousands and thousands of dollars every single day from the markets. And I'm going to walk you guys through exactly what I do, all of the trades that I do, where my entries are, where my stop loss, take profit, everything is. We're going to go through it, and make sure if you guys have any questions, put it in the comments, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys out. Yo, Steve, what's going on? Steve was saying, did you have a good break? I did, because I did go to New York and check this out. Just picked up a new piece, because everybody's asking, what does AKA PWC even stand for? It's AKA, which is also known as Private Watch Collector. So I just picked up this AP right now. This was almost $50,000. So, you know, the collection is growing, and you guys see it grow over time. So welcome. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm able to do this without any customers, without any clients, without any products, and without making any sales at all. Because guess what? In this business, the potential is in the billions of dollars, and you don't need to sell anything. All right. So Parker's saying, can you please stop dissing other strategies? So here's the problem. A lot of people get very offended when I say a technical analysis doesn't work. What is technical analysis? Now, the reality is that, you know, you're trying to draw lines on a chart. You guys have probably seen, you know, like if you look anywhere online, people draw lines on a chart. Oh, the market's going to go this way because I'm drawing lines on a chart. It doesn't work. And the reason it doesn't work is very simple. It's because you're doing analysis on time-based candles. All right. So what's going on? What up, everybody? What up? All right, let's get started. What up, Cindy? What's going on? Okay. Now I'm going to take you guys through, if you've never traded before, in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to take you through exactly what trading is, how it works, and how you can actually start making thousands of dollars every single day. Okay, so what is trading? And what is investing? What is the difference? Okay, now here's the thing. When you're investing, there's two big major problems. Okay, everybody wants to invest. Everyone is like, I want to be an investor, because when you're sitting at Thanksgiving dinner and you know your whole family's there, you want to look cool and you want to say, oh yeah, I'm an investor in Tesla. You know, and everyone's going to be like, wow, you're so cool. But guess what? We all know you only own one share and you have a few $100s in, and even if it doubles, nothing is going to change in your life. Okay, so the problem with trading, the problem with investing is that you're limited by the amount of money you have. You can't actually invest more than how much you have, right? So if you have $1,000, that's all you can invest. And now when you've invested, how do you make money? How do you make money when you invest? If the price goes up. That's the only way, right? So guess what? You're praying and hoping that the market goes up. But guess what? Prayer and hope is not a trading strategy. It's not. That's not something you can rely on. You know, you can't rely on hope. That's not how the markets work. So the problem really is that we don't have enough money to invest. Okay? It takes hundreds of millions of dollars to actually invest, and you're okay. Okay? Now, in trading, here's the great thing about trading. In trading, what happens is we can make money whether the markets go up or down. Let me explain this to you guys, okay? So if you look right here on the screen, okay? Sound, everybody's saying sound. Oh shoot, my mic died. We're like 2 minutes in. Okay, hold on. Well, okay. All right, are we good? Yo, thanks, chat. Appreciate it. Everyone's like, yo, sound. All right. Yo, Parker, thank you. Kim, appreciate it. Alexis, Mr. Potato, thank you. Faith is saying, I can't hear you. Faith, there we go. Thumbs up. All right, let's go. So you can literally make thousands of dollars just by doing this, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Okay, so what is trading? How do we make money when we're trading? Because here's the thing. When we're trading, we're actually entering contracts in the market. Okay, we're not buying anything. We're not selling anything. We're entering contracts in the market. So the way that it works is if I click the buy button on any market, okay, it could be gold, it could be the British pound, it could be Tesla, it could be Bitcoin. It doesn't matter at all, okay? It doesn't matter what you're trading. If you come in here with any human bias of, oh, I like gold, let me tell you something. Gold doesn't like you. So it doesn't matter what you like or you don't like, because we make money on every single market. How? Because if I click the buy button on any market and the price goes up, what happens? We make money. But here's the cool thing. If I was to click sell on any market and the price comes down, what happens? We make money. If I click sell on any market and the price comes down, we can make money. So these are two contracts. They're separate. The buy is not connected to the sell, and the sell is not connected to the buy. These are two different contracts that we're entering in the market. So this means we can make money if any market goes up. We can make money if any market goes down. All right. Now, here's the thing. I just said it doesn't matter which market we're trading. And then I also said we can make money if the markets are going up or down. Do you know what this really means? That up is down and down is up, and Bitcoin is the same thing as Tesla, and Tesla is the same thing as the British pound or euro. It's all the same thing. Okay? This is like, if you understand that, you're already on your way to potentially being very profitable. Okay? So, buy is sell, sell is buy. It's all the same thing. Making money on the way up, making money on the way down. It's all the same thing. All right? Now, how do we control the size of our trade? Because the reality is that, you know, you're thinking, okay, I can make money on the way up, I can make money on the way down, but how much money can I make? That's determined by the lot size. What is the lot size? This is the size of your contract. You remember I said these are contracts we're entering, a buy contract or a sell contract? This is the size of our contract. Now we can, you know, everyone says trading is so risky, all of this. Guys, literally getting up in the morning is also risky. Okay, driving is also risky. Literally everything, you go into a job is very risky as well, okay? Now, what we want to do is we always want to minimize our risk. The main thing that I'm trying to show you guys here, remember, I never sell anything. I don't sell a course. I don't sell a bot. I will never take any money from you. I will never trade for you. And I will never send you to any wishy-washy place, okay? Everything I say here is the only thing that I'm ever going to say. Now, I always say minimize your risk, okay? And we always minimize our risk. All of the profit that you guys see here is a side effect of safety. It's because we're being safe, we can make money on a regular basis. The reason why you'll hear a lot of people lost a lot of money trading is because they were not being safe. This is why you can lose money. You can also make a lot of money. That's the reality, okay? So how do we control our lot size? So let's say if we do 0.01, that means that every point that the market goes up or down is only worth 1 cent. Very small trade. So at 100 points up, 100 points down, it's only worth $1. This is what I always tell everyone. It's like, if you're starting to trade, risk as little as possible. Just start with $1 trades, okay? Don't let your ego take a hold of you and the greed and all of this, because the problem really when it comes to trading is there's too much money to be made. And now you're like, wait, AKA, what do you mean? That's a good thing. No, that's actually the problem. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have that one trade you do and you're going to make like $1,000 or $5,000 on that one trade. And you're going to say, if I can do this 100 times, I'll have 500,000. That's the problem. Okay? So the problem is there's too much money to be made. And most of you guys should actually never trade because you don't have any self-control. The reason I can make thousands of dollars every single day is because I have self-control. Okay? I have self-control and I'm able to just follow this very simple strategy that I give you guys, and I just do the same exact thing. And if it's just followed, I make money every single day. Okay? I make your monthly income on a daily basis. That's basically the easy way to put it. The problem is most of you guys are addicted to gambling and you guys are going to lose money. Okay? But if done properly, there's no bigger business than this. There isn't. If done properly, you could, like, every single hedge fund, every single bank, they make millions of dollars a day, okay, doing the same business. So for anyone wondering, how do you get started? How do I start? Everyone is always like, okay, so all you got to do is you go to my website, akapwc.com. Okay, so just go to akapwc.com. You should watch this video because in this video, I make $31,000 in just a few minutes. And I recorded it so you can see, okay? Because you should actually feel the burn. You should feel the burn of saying, how did this guy just make my yearly annual salary in just a few minutes? And then once you feel that burn, you should go and just follow these steps. Step 1, which is register on Abato.com, which is a licensed and regulated trading platform, okay? Register your account, fund it, get started, and then, you can start practicing. Step 2, you access our range bar system, which is completely for free. Step 3, watch these trading videos. And guys, remember, you can always join our Discord, which is completely free. You can ask any questions there. Let's go. All right. So, let's see, Park is saying market makers don't use super trend or volume-based candles. So here's the thing. It's crazy to me that you think you know what market makers are doing. All right. Park is saying this dude's a joke. So here's the thing. I actually don't sell anything and I make your monthly income on a daily basis. So I guess at the end of the day, we'll see what's funny or what's not funny, because living in your mom's basement is also not very, I think that's funny. I think if you're living in your mom's basement and you're a keyboard warrior, that's pretty funny. Okay, but here's the thing. I want to help you. Okay, I want to help you get out of your mom's basement. And it's okay, and it's okay to understand that, some people never find this opportunity, but that's what I'm here to do. AKA will help you. All right, so let's get started. All right, let's see. All right, so let's see. If you guys have any questions, make sure you put it in the comments. Let's see. Okay, so how do I actually trade? What is the trading strategy? Let's just get right into it, okay? And then we'll see if we can do a trade. So our trading strategy basically is this. We wait. So these range bars that are running directly off of our servers, they show us exactly which way the market's going right now, okay? So they show us right here. We can see we're in this big uptrend. So you see green, green, green means we're in an uptrend. So the range bars are based on price movement only. Only when the price actually moves are these bars generated. Okay, they're not time-based. Okay, now as soon as it goes red, you guys can see it's going red here. So what I would do is I would go right here. I would see, okay, is the super trend also red? Because we always confirm with the super trend. What is the super trend? The super trend shows us the overall trend of the market. Okay, because the market, as you guys know, goes up and it goes down. Okay, now imagine, look at this huge trend. Look at this massive downtrend. Imagine entering a sell trade right up here. Everyone would love that, right? Because imagine how much profit you can make on the way down. Let's see, look, this is almost, 700 points. 700 points from the reversal of the super trend, which is crazy. Okay, that's a crazy huge move. How did we know? Look at the super trend line. It's red. Okay, super trend is red, we only take sell trades. If the super trend is green, we only take buy trades. Okay, does that make sense? So, because if the overall market trend is down, I don't want to enter a buy trade. I'm going to get wrecked. If the overall trend is down, why would I do a buy trade? I want to do a sell trade. If the overall trend is up, I obviously want to do a buy trade, Okay, now that we understood this, let's go over here to understanding how the range bars actually work. Okay, so basically right here, the way the range bars work is they go from, green to red or red to green, which is showing us when the trend is reversing. So for example, right here, when it's going green and it's turning red, that means we're starting a downtrend. And when it's going from red to green, that means we're starting an uptrend. So the point that we're waiting for is the reversal. What is the reversal? Red to green, green to red. That's called the reversal. So as soon as it's reversing, what we would do is we would go over right here and then we would check if the super trend is also the same. So if it's going, you see it's going green to red. Is the super trend red? No. So then do I take a trade? No, I don't. It has to match. Okay. So now that you guys understood how the range bars work and the super trend works, what is the exact strategy? All right. So the exact strategy is we risk less than 1% always. We wait for the reversal of the range bars. We confirm with the super trend. Then once we enter the trade, we set our stop loss and take profit at 100 points, above and below. Okay. That's the entire strategy. That's it. Just by following that, I make around $1,000 to $5,000 a day. That's it. That's all it is. This took us over 4 years and over $500,000 of development and over thousands and thousands of strategies that we've tested. So you know how I just showed you a whole bunch of different things. So 100-point stop loss take profit, enter at the range bar reversal, risk less than 1%. Like all of these different things make up the whole strategy. Okay, confirm with the super. All of this is part of a strategy. Now we've tested thousands of strategies. Because what is a trading strategy? It's a set of rules that you would make up. Technically, you can make it up. You can just make up any trading strategy. If this happens, I do this. If this happens, I do that. But then what's the most important thing? If you do it over time, do you actually make money? That's what's important, right? Like you can make up any rules, but will those rules make you money? So what I'm saying is we've tested thousands of sets of rules and we found out this is the only thing that actually makes money. And guess what? I've actually been doing this for over 8 years now. We've been using the same strategy for over 8 years now. We've made millions of dollars doing it. And what I'm here to show you guys is, here's the trading strategy. You can have it. Okay? So let's go over. HSM is saying, wow, the watch. There we go. All right. So, yeah, I just picked this up. It's pretty crazy. So let's see. Ikeka is saying, I'm late. All good. Don't call me is saying, what are you trading and how do you buy, sell? The apps confuse me mostly. So right now, I'm looking at Bitcoin. Let's see if we can check out some other markets. So let's go ahead and see NASDAQ. So you see, so mostly I'm trading Bitcoin, gold, and NASDAQ. Those are the three pairs that I trade most. Okay. Why do I trade Bitcoin, gold, and NASDAQ? Is it because I love it? No, it's because they just have so much movement every day. It just gives me so much opportunity. Because remember, we can make money when it goes up or down, and Bitcoin, gold, and NASDAQ just move so much, which means more opportunities, which means I'm not sitting around waiting, because I don't want to waste time. I just entered the trades as the opportunities come. All right, so on NASDAQ, nothing here right now. Let's go ahead and check gold. Nothing here right now because gold is pushing up and the super trend is still green. NASDAQ, you can see, is pushing up. Super trend is still green. Bitcoin is pushing up a lot and the super trend is still green. So you see what we want to do is we want to wait for pullbacks, okay? What up, Wahab? How you doing? It's saying when do you know when to buy or sell something? All right? And Kuzan, I'm gonna answer your question as well. So, let's see. When do you know when to buy or sell something? Okay, that's a great question. So basically what we're looking for is the reversal of the range bars, okay? So right here, when it goes from red to green or green to red, and then it just aligns with the super trend. So if the super trend is also the same color, okay? So let's say the super trend is green. I'm only looking for buy trades. So if the super trend is green, okay, what I'm looking for is this. Okay, when it's going red to green. Because the super trend is green, we're only looking for buy trades. And then this is what I'm looking for. So downtrend and an uptrend. Okay. Now, why is that? Why is it that we're always looking for reversals? So I'm going to show you guys exactly why. Okay, so let's go over here. This is actually such a great example. And let me explain this to you guys, okay? Okay, now look, the super trend is red, right? Which means the market is coming down. We missed the initial reversal. You know, the first when it was going from like green uptrend to a downtrend. We missed it. But guess what? As we all know, the markets don't just go straight up or down. They go in waves, right? Now, guess what? Look at this. We were coming down, and what happened here? We pushed back up. This is called a pullback. Even though overall, you can see we came down all the way till here, but what happened here? We pushed up. This is called a pullback. So what we want to do is on this pullback up, because in a sell trade, a pullback is up. In a buy trade, a pullback is down. Okay? Now, because we're going against it, right here on this reversal, I want to enter a sell trade. This gave me an opportunity. So if I enter a sell trade here, what happened? You see the wave continued down. This would have been a profitable trade. Okay? Again, look, we had another wave up. And this is another pullback. And then I could have entered a sell trade. And look at this, profitable trade. Again, huge push up, huge push up. What happened here? Reversal again. Enter a sell trade, push down, profitable trade. So you see, even if we miss the initial reversal, the market goes in these waves, we can keep catching these pullbacks over and over. So in this downtrend, you could have actually caught like 4 extra trades on those pullbacks. Does that make sense? So the market, but where will we know when the reversal is happening? The range bars. Because the range bars make it very clear and easy to understand that we're having this reversal. So you see, for example, if the super trend was red, this is how the pullback would look. This is how it would look. And then right here, you see where we're getting the reversal. Super trend is red, and the range bars are going red. What am I doing? I'm entering a sell trade. Okay? So are you guys, does that make sense? You guys following along? Okay, nice. Okay, great. So, all right, Kuzin, USD CHF. So I usually don't look at, I usually don't look at Forex pairs, but let's see if we don't have USD CHF right here on the range bars, but here's the thing. We're actually able to trade any market. So I know a lot of people think that let me just select one market to trade, and then I'm just going to trade that one market. But in reality, you shouldn't have any human bias, nothing at all. Okay, you should understand that every market is the exact same thing, and doing a buy is the same thing as doing a sell because we can make profit either ways. All right. Now, Nam is saying identify this trend and current structure. Yeah, so basically what we're doing is we're always looking at what's really happening in the market, what's going on, because we're only trading based on price. Okay, we're not trading based on these time-based candles. All right, so what are the range bars and the super trend? Okay, so that's actually a really good question. What are the range bars and what is the super trend? So the super trend is very simple to understand because what the super trend shows us, because it's green and red, is what's the overall trend. If the super trend is green, that means overall we're going up. If the super trend is red, that means overall we're going down. Now here's a very, very big problem that's happening in the industry right now is everyone loves to do technical analysis. Okay, everyone thinks that drawing lines on a chart is going to make you profitable, or you'll be able to let me predict the future because I draw lines on a chart. But that's not how it works. Okay, let me tell you why. So let me just ask you guys a very simple question here. Okay, you know gold is worth trillions of dollars. Okay, that's the reality. On this planet, gold is worth trillions of dollars as an asset. Do you think gold says, oh, it's 227, time to go down? Do you think that that's real? Do you think that happens? Impossible, right? Do you think Bitcoin, worth hundreds of billions of dollars, says, oh, it's 9:45 a.m., time to go up? No, it doesn't. It can't. Because why? Time has nothing to do with the market price, right? So then how can we do analysis on time-based candles? Just logically thinking about it, it doesn't make sense. Because these candles, you see, we have it on the 1 minute time frame, right? Every 1 minute, a new bar is generated. You can switch it to 5 minutes. You can switch it to 30 minutes. You can switch it to 1 day. So how can we do analysis on time-based candles? The simple answer is you can't. Okay, you can't. Because let's say you draw lines, support, resistance, trend lines, all of this stuff on the 1 minute time frame, it might look like, okay, the market's going up. But then if I just switch it to the 5 minute time frame, it's going to look like market's going down. Then if I just switch it to a 30 minute time frame, it'll reverse again. It'll look like market's going up. You're always going to get fooled by these candles because they're time-based. And remember what we just figured out, time has nothing to do with the market price. So technical analysis is not real, okay? If you actually think about it, any video that you've ever seen in your entire life of someone drawing lines on a chart, what does the video end with? Oh, and if you want to learn more, buy my course, right? Every single video ends like that. Now, if you want to learn more about my strategy, pay for my Discord, or buy my course, or buy my signals, or buy my this. Why are they selling you things? Because they're not making money in the markets. I'm the only one that actually makes money in the markets, and I show you exactly how I do it. And this is why I don't sell anything. All right. So can you trade with bonus or equity? ATH is saying. So you can actually, you can trade with the credit. So by the way, guys, if you register on a bottle, they're giving you a $250. Hold on, let me mute this TV. I don't know, it's just making all the noises.
You already did it?
Right here.
I can.
Yeah, I got it.
If there is any question,
There we go.
ask me.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. 1% of $40,000 will be $400. Yeah, exactly. So basically what we're doing is we're always risking less than 1%. Okay. And you're not just doing one trade. You know, a lot of people think, wait, AKA, like if I'm just doing less than 1%, risk, that means like on a $40,000 account, I'm risking 100. I didn't put 40,000 in just to make 100, But actually what you have to think about is you're not just going to do one trade. You're going to do a few trades. So let's say you end up doing like 10 trades. You win a few of them. You lose a few of them. But you're up like $300 or $400 on your 40,000. That's pretty good, for a day. Because what we have to realize is that instead of thinking about trading as gambling, think about it as how do I make income? Because you know what you need? You don't need 5,000 to 50,000. I'm telling you, you don't need that. What you actually need is just $200 extra a day. You need $300 a day. You need $500 a day. You need an extra $1,000 a week. You need an extra $5,000 a month. That's what you really need. You need income. You don't need a lottery win. Okay? Nobody needs that. You need to make income. So, that's what I'm here to show you guys. Look, I make an income of $1,000 to $5,000 every single day as an income. Because if you look at my account size is 650,000. A lot of people might say that's a quick 2x, 3x to $1 million, $2 million. Yeah, but if I try that, most likely I'm going to blow this account. Okay, that's just the reality. Because I'm going to have to do huge risk and I'm going to blow this account. But guess what? On this account, I easily make $1,000 to $5,000 a day. No sweat. I make around $30,000 to $50,000 a month, on this account, which is great. And that's what I'm trying to show you guys. All right. Let's see.
Where is Bitcoin in this TV Discord over there?
Yeah, so the top left on the crypto stream is Bitcoin. All right. Wahab is saying I'm up almost $20,000. That's crazy. Congratulations, Wahab. That's what I like to hear. Actually, I get DMs all the time where they're like, yo, I'm making like $300 a day. Thank you, all of this. I just made like $40, which is great. You should never, ever downplay your profits. The problem is you're going to see me make like a few $1,000s a day. You're going to see someone who's like, oh, he's like in a Ferrari or like huge mansion, and you're going to try to be greedy. So don't do that. Just, never downplay your profits because money is money, profit is great. If you make an extra $50 a day, that's amazing. Okay. You should be very, very happy. What I was saying, in over a month only made $20,000. That's amazing. Congratulations. I want to learn the strategy and how to get it. Okay, so everybody wants to know how to start. Okay, so all you got to do, very simply, is just go to my website, akpwc.com, and just follow the steps, okay? Because I've made it very easy. You don't have to pay. Everything is completely free. I actually never have charged anyone for anything. I don't sell anything. Bak is saying, what's the size of account do you recommend to start with? So I usually suggest at least 10 to 50K is a good place to start, but the more in your account, the better it is always. So how do you get started? Go to akpwc.com. Watch this video because that's how I just made $30,000 in one trade. And I show you, I recorded it so you can see exactly how I did it. Then you just follow the steps. Get your account set up on Abado. It's a licensed and regulated trading platform. We've been using them for the past 2 years. And we know thousands of people from our community that are using them. It's really good. They have no fees. If you're trading anywhere that's charging you fees, you're guaranteed losing money. Okay, this is just the reality. By the way, there's a whole bunch of people here at the office. You guys can cut me off anytime if you guys have any questions. Okay, it's chill, don't worry. And because I'm going through everyone's questions in the comments, but also if you guys have any questions, you can stop me at any time. Okay. Yeah, you have a question?
So I have a few questions. Like,
sure.
Why are you doing it for free?
Why am I doing it for free? That's actually such an excellent question. So here's the thing. The reality is I don't need to sell anything because I make money from the markets. Okay. So I don't need to sell you guys anything for 200 or 500 or 5,000. It doesn't really make a difference in my life. The reality is that I need to be as public as possible because I'm in the process of raising $100 million. Okay. Because when it comes to trading, the only way that any profitable trader goes is they raise huge amounts of money and then they become a hedge fund. Okay, that's the only way. If you can make money in the markets, you raise 100 million, then 500 million, then $1 billion, and then Wall Street, or we have in Toronto Bay Street, you become a hedge fund. Okay, so that's my goal because I need to be able to manage billions of dollars. Okay, so I do it for free because I don't need to sell you anything, and no profitable trader actually sells anything. They go out and they raise money. So the whole reason it's free is because I'm trying to because I don't know who you are. You guys are all here at the office. There's over 100 something people watching. I don't know who any of you guys are. Maybe you have access to large capital, or maybe you have large capital. I don't know. Maybe you have $400 million sitting in your account and you don't know what to do with it. Right. So what I'm here showing is I make around 5 to 8% a month regularly. I have a track record. I do it on a regular basis. And I just need to be able to scale my business like that. Okay. So that's the first reason. That's the main thing that I'm here for is I need to raise large capital. Secondly, when you go and you register on the Abado trading platform, from the spread, they give us a small percentage. Okay. Now what that does is it adds to our trading account so I can just do bigger trades. Okay. So we make money mostly from our trading. And then the spread commissions is just a small part. They add it to our account. But here's the nice thing. It's a win-win scenario. You guys are all sitting here. You don't have to pay. I'm here to help you guys out. We've tested thousands of strategies. I give you my profitable trading strategy basically for free. And now if you go and you start trading and you start making money and you start trading for years and years and years, is that good for you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's good for you, right? And guess what? It's also good for me because we end up making commissions over time from the spread. Now, let's say you come here, you start with 1,000, you blow your account. Is that good for you? No. And you know how much commission probably that is? Maybe $15. So it doesn't make sense for me and it doesn't make sense for you. So this is the only win-win scenario you will ever come across because I need you to be profitable. I need you to make a lot of money so that maybe, I don't know who you can go to your friend Damon who has $100 million and be like, I know this guy, AKPWC. He's making money. Maybe we should do something. So hopefully that answers your question. Did you have any other questions?
One more thing.
Yeah.
How much do you pay for that?
For the spreads? Okay, so, we have do you speak Punjabi? I understand Punjabi. I speak Urdu though, but can you show us doing trading live? Yeah, Mr. Potato, I'm going to be doing live trading. Let's see. Daniel is saying, all right, let's Wait, how could I get funded with? Okay, so basically, if you are, can someone just block Daniel? Let's just mute Daniel. There we go. All right, so basically, the one thing that you guys need to realize is if anyone is telling you to do anything else, there's actually a lot of scam accounts that are using my name. And I get people calling me all the time like, hey, you've been trading for me. And I was like, wait, I don't trade for anyone. And they're like, oh, but then we go and we look at the account and it's a scam account. Okay, they change their name, like they use my profile picture and all of this. So guys, always be careful. Okay, don't get scammed. That's what I'm here trying to tell you guys. Never send your money to anyone. Never pay anyone to learn how to trade. The only place your money should be going is into your own trading account. Okay, so always be very, very safe. All right, let's see. Not saying sorry, I thought you was the scam. Yeah, no, so I'm never gonna send you to any random website. Guys, everything is on our website, aka pwc.com. Okay. So let's see if we can do a live trade. I know everybody wants to see a live trade. So let's see right here. Okay, so the super trend is green right now on BTC, which means we're looking for a buy trade. So I'd want a nice pullback before I enter the buy trade here. Let's go over to NASDAQ, see if there's any trade here. NASDAQ is still pushing up, nothing there. Gold is, let's see what's happening on gold. Where's your office? Can I visit? For sure. So here, let me show you guys where the office is.
Yeah.
All right, so here is our office address, guys, and there's my phone number. You guys can actually call me at any time if you guys have any questions. Let's see. I can't transfer from my account to my account from debit. Can you explain? Yeah, I mean, it depends because I know people from like other places in the world, they can use their debit or credit, but for some reason, even me right here in Canada, I can't use my debit or credit. So I just have to do a bank transfer or crypto deposit. Now it's saying I live in London. All right, guys, so here's our office address. We're open 7 days a week from 11 to 5. We usually do these live sessions for about an hour, hour and a half. And then otherwise, I'm sitting here with you guys, answering all of your questions, getting you started. Now, how profitable are you? Guys, by the way, take a screenshot. You can call me or text me at this number anytime and come visit our office. Make sure you bring your laptop with you, okay? How profitable am I? Okay, let's see if there's any trades we can take. All right. Okay, so this might actually be a nice potential entry. So if we look right here, what color is the super trend? The super trend is green. Okay, so we're looking for a buy trade. Okay, now what's happening on the range bars? Right here, we're getting this reversal. So it's going from red to green, and the super trend is green. So what am I going to do right here? I'm going to enter this buy trade, guys. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a live trade. So here, let's go in on a buy trade. All right, so I did enter a little bit late. We already pushed up, but that's okay. So remember, this is $1,000 trade that I just did live. Okay, now why is it $1,000? I'm going to set my stop loss and take profit right away. So I'm going to click and drag my entry down. You guys can see the profit. Obviously, this is my stop loss. I'm going to take it down to negative 1,000 because there's my stop loss. And now I'm going to click and I'm going to drag it up to set my take profit. Now I'm going to click and drag this up right here to 1,000. I think there's fine. So there's our stop loss. There's our take profit on this trade. We just did this trade live. Now remember, there's a few things that I want to go over, okay? The risk is less than 1%. Just so you guys understand, my account has over $650,000 and I'm only doing a $1,000 trade. Do you know what the math on that is? Let's say you had a $1,000 account. I'm only risking about $1.25 on a $1,000 account. So if you did a $1.25 trade on a $1,000 account and it hit stop loss, would you cry? Would you be worried? Would you be nervous? No. Why? The risk is so small. That's what I'm trying to show you guys here. It's that our risk is so small, and all of the profit that you guys see is just a side effect of safety. It's because I'm being safe, I can survive in the markets, okay? Now, for anyone asking, am I profitable? Let me show you guys right here. By the way, all of these trades are done live. I do all my trades live here, either on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. They're all recorded, or I do them live here at the office. So let's go over my profitable track record, okay? Or potentially profitable track record, because you guys haven't seen it yet. So I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so you guys can obviously see we've done over 3,200 trades on this account. Now, you can see we have winning trades and losing trades, winning trades and losing trades, okay? It's normal. You should understand that that's normal. There's no such thing as all like 100% win ratio. You cannot win all of your trades. Now, let's scroll all the way down, okay? And you guys can see right here, we started this account last year, 2024 in January with 210,000. So 200,000 we started this account with. And so far, we've made a profit of $520,000. Nobody will ever show you this. The reason is because nobody can show you this. And what we've been able to do is we've been able to slow and steady with very low risk grow this account over time. So in the past year and a half, we've made over 520,000, okay, USD. Now, here's the thing. This is the same thing as taking, so we took 200,000 to 700,000, okay, in a year and a half. It's the same thing as taking 20,000 to 70,000 in a year and a half. It's the same thing as taking 2,000 to 7,000 in a year and a half. Okay, does that make sense? Because it's just scaled up or scaled down. I could have just done the same thing with 2 million to 7 million. You know, it's this, or 20 million to 70 million. It's the same thing. The math is the same. So, all right. So that trade hit our stop loss. And guess what? It's okay, because I know over time we are profitable, because we get around a 60 to 65% accuracy. Okay, which in the markets is really high, because there's no such thing as 100%. There's no such thing as 90%. There's no such thing as 80%. 70s is very, very hard to win, like in the 70s. We get around 60 to 65%, which means we have a profitable trading strategy. Okay, now let's see right here. Which pair are we trading? So that was on Bitcoin. What platform are you using? So right here, we're using abado.com, ABBADO.com. Go get your account set up. Go get it funded. Get it verified. If you want all the links are in the bio. Just go to my website, aka pwc.com, and just follow the steps. It's completely free. I never charge anything. You guys never have to pay me. Remember, I never trade for anyone. I don't sell anything, and I will never take your money. All right? So, the real coach is asking, what indicators are you using? So the main thing that we're using is our range bar system, as well as the super trend indicator. Okay, so let's go through the setup, how to get started. Look, here's the thing. The reality is there's billions of dollars to be made, okay, in this business. The problem is most of you guys don't have any self-control, and most of you guys will lose all of your money. But the very few of you who actually follow along and actually learn and actually do this profitably, I know so many people that have actually quit their jobs, but they were doing it properly. Okay, that's the only thing. Most of you guys will not do it properly. You guys will gamble, and you guys might see huge wins, but then you guys will also blow your accounts. And that's what I'm here trying to teach you guys, is that I do this every single day. I don't have a job. I do this full time. I make $1,000 to $5,000 a day. By full time, I mean I trade for about 2 hours a day. Okay, and I make your monthly income every single day. So make sure you guys follow along and DM me any questions that you guys have. Yo, thank you, Moto, for the gift. Do you teach beginners as well? Hanny is asking. Of course. So if you go to my website right here, remember, I don't sell anything. I give you guys everything for free. So just go to akpwc.com, and right here, Step 1, register on Abado. Get your account funded, get it set up. Step 2, access our system. Free. Just make a username and password. Done. Step 3, which is super important. Go watch these videos. I've made it so simple. So right here, look, when you click Step 3, start here. If you click there, how to verify your account, how to deposit, how to do all of this. Go back, learn the system. You know, how to open a demo account, how to switch to a live account, how to open a buy trade, how to open a sell trade. Guys, these videos are like 45 seconds to a minute. They're very short, okay? How to use the super trend indicator, how to use the range bars. Everything is there for you guys. All right, so is there a minimum deposit amount? So there's no minimum, there's no maximum. I always say start with as much as possible, and let's get started. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a day here. We have a full house here at the office, so I want to spend a little bit of time with them. But make sure you guys go get set up, get started, get your accounts funded. I'll show you guys before I go how to fund your accounts. So you just click your email on the top right corner, okay? And then you're going to go to deposit funds. And now they're going to give you two options. Remember, they're licensed and regulated in multiple countries, so it's safe and secure. So they even have bank transfer or crypto. So if you click bank transfer right here, they even give you a 5% deposit bonus. All right. Then click proceed. All right. And now right here, you're going to get all of their bank information. So you just go send a wire transfer. It's very simple. And guess what? They even credit you the wire fee. You know how you pay like $20, $30 for a wire fee? They'll credit it to you, so you don't have to worry. And then it takes about a day or two usually for bank transfer. If you do crypto, it's usually like instant. It's within like 5 minutes. Okay, it's very fast. Wait, you did crypto, right?
Yes, I did.
How long did it take?
2 minutes.
Just a few minutes and boom, it hit your account. Exactly. So it's just a few minutes. I know everyone's sitting on a few $1,000s, if not a few $100,000, if not a few $1 million in crypto. What I would do is instead of waiting and hoping that the market goes up, I would just deposit and start making income right away. They even give you a 5% deposit bonus, which is crazy. So just follow the steps. You could do crypto or you could do bank transfer. And then join me live here every single day. All right. AJ saying Ontario regulated, yes or no? No, so they're regulated, licensed in Dubai. Which is really good because the Dubai license is a very, very strict regulation. Sagdi saying, I deposited $20 and I can't trade. Why? So here's the thing. If you just deposited 20 USD, if you do 0.01 lot on BTC, you should be able to open it because the margin requirement is $11. So if you deposit 20 USD, you should be able to do that. How to withdraw for sure. So you click your email right here on the top right corner, and then you click withdraw funds, and then you can either do bank transfer or crypto. It's very simple, straightforward. All right, what time do you come on? I come on about 1 p.m. Eastern and then 11 p.m. Eastern as well. So I go live twice every single day. Zen Garden is saying, why is Abato giving 5% wire transfer fee? What is the interest? It's just a promotion they're running as a platform. All right. Yo, thank you, AJ, for the gift. Appreciate it. All right, let's see. All right, nice. All right, guys. So I'm going to call it a day here. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate all you guys. Thanks for the likes, the gifts, the comments, the questions. You guys are amazing. Wow, we're almost at 10,000 likes. You guys are crazy. All right, so make sure you guys get everything set up. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Get your accounts funded, ready, set up, start practicing. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, have a good one. Take care. Yeah, you guys can send me a DM. I answer all of the DMs.